What's going on, everybody? Michael Massie here, Frontstretch.com. I'm joined by the driver of the number 31, Jordan Anderson Racing, Chevrolet, Parker Retzlaff. How you doing today, Parker?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Nice, it's warm outside, but we're cool here in the hauler. I know there's a party going on behind us. I don't know what's going on, but seems like a good time in here, huh?
Oh yeah, they're watching some college football and just trying to figure out what our plan is for the race. So it's always kind of a hangout in here in the hauler.
What's the big fans? Who are they rooting for in there? Are there Bama fans? Or are there USC fans? What kind of fans are we looking for?
Oh no, my engineer is a big Michigan fan, so Michigan's playing. So he's watching that. I don't really.
Oh, you're not-
I didn't do it. I'm sitting here golfing on my phone. So
Yeah, I see. He hit an eagle before we started recording here. He's pretty proud of it. So let's talk a little racing. You started the year 2 top 5s at super speedway style racing. How do you feel about your chances? There's 2 super speedways, I believe, before the Xfinity playoffs start. 4 races left. Or actually, no, Talladega's in the playoffs. One race and 3 races left. The NASCAR app threw me off. It's their problems, not mine. 3 races left, 1 super speedway. How do you feel about your shot of getting a W this weekend?
yeah, I mean I think that we had a really good car here in the first race of the season here, and we even kind of knew what we had to do different. So we showed up a lot better. We think we're a little bit faster this time, and hopefully we can try and be a couple spots better than we were when we were here the first time. So I think that we did everything right the first time and just didn't have enough to get there. So I think we showed up with a better car, and hopefully the Funkaway Chevy's fast.
Did that strong run in the Cup race at Daytona, did that help your confidence, super speedway skills, anything like that?
Yeah, I mean I think it's always good when you can run good, especially in a Cup race like that. So we've ran good this year, just haven't really had the luck to finish these races. So hopefully when we can turn all that around, we can show the speed that this team's had.
What happened to the car last week? I saw you guys had a problem.
We broke a fuel cable lap 1, so just I don't know, just so unlucky to break it as soon as the race started. I mean, it could have happened in practice, it could have happened in qualifying, and we weren't able to fix it. But of course, with our luck spent this year, it breaks lap 1 and turn 1.
Did you see all the conspiracies going around on the internet about it?
Yeah, it's just like Daytona, the stuff that I dealt with. It's just the fans always come up with some speculation of what they think is going on. So
Hey, they're creative. We gotta give them that, I guess. So how does this year compare to last year, plus the goals you had going into this year?
yeah, I mean, I think that my goal was to make the playoffs, so it's looking like that is dwindling down with the chances unless we win here today. So we're still confident that we can get it done, but it's just just with the bad luck we've had in Indy and Fs has made it really hard to make it.
Now, are you signed back with this team for next year? Are you still working on your plans? Or?
I mean, it all comes down to team deal management and what Funkway wants to do. So I would love to be back, but once again, it comes down to what's best for their business and whatever team deal management puts me in.
How did the deal come about to run the Cup races this year?
It's once again, it all comes down to Funkaway and team deal management. I got a call that I was going to do it, and then just kind of went to get everything ready.
Okay. Yeah, and you've is that 62 car, is Brendan Gaughan still involved at all with it?
Yeah, he was still there this week or last weekend or whatever at Daytona. So he's I've known him for a little bit since I grew up doing the off-road stuff, and that's what he did growing when he was a couple years ago. So I knew him from that, and my dad knew him, and but we never really were close. But he's a very good guy, and he was there that weekend.
He's a character, isn't he?
Oh, yeah.
So, what would you say has done more for your stock this year? Would you say is winning the pole at Richmond or the Daytona Cup race running up there in the top 5?
I mean, I don't really know what is. I mean, the problem is just the Cup race is so much bigger, but it's also at Daytona, so it's all kind of a little bit of luck also involved in it. I mean, to miss those wrecks, so. I think the Xfinity pole, I was very happy about that just because, it was my main series, and feeling like we didn't have the same budget as those big teams that we beat for the pole. I mean, we got the pole by, I think it was almost a tenth of a second over the whole field. So it was definitely a big confidence boost, and it just showed the hard work that we've put in.
And then Richmond's like a driver's racetrack too, right? Like your talent's on full display there, right?
Yeah, I mean, we got the pole, and it wasn't like we just fell right away. I led, I think, 50 laps or something of this first stage, and then we just not being in that position, just didn't have the brakes how they needed to be, and it just created a really bad brake shake, and it kind of threw us out of the game.
Yeah, unfortunate. But do you feel like you're ready to make the jump? If if a Cup team came calling, would you feel ready to make that jump, or do you feel like you need more time in Xfinity?
I think it would take there would have to be a lot of talking done. I'm not, in my mind, I'm not in no rush to go into the Cup Series full time. I would love to do, once again, these one-off races and do a couple races a year, but I'm not in any rush to go be there full time.
Gotcha. After that Cup race, it was like right away there was a little bit of bashing, but then it seemed like a lot of the fan base really came to support you after that. What was what was it like kind of living through that in the weeks following?
Yeah, I mean, the first, and I hate being the person to cause controversy, so I didn't like it at all. But I mean, like I said earlier, the fans always speculated everything that was going on when really there was really nothing bad going on. I just didn't want to come out and talk about it, or bring more light to it than I felt like there needed to be. I felt like I did everything I should have done for Funkaway and myself, and I didn't really think there was a need to have an explanation about it.
And then I don't know if you saw, but Kyle Busch really came out and spoke up for you. And how did that feel to have two-time champ, future Hall of Famer, kind of speak good about you? I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I think that just with how I am, my relationship with TDM and RCR, that I wish I would have. I mean, I would have loved to push Kyle Busch to a win, but it just wasn't. It wasn't in the position to get there and help him. So I was happy to see it when I seen it last weekend. So I'm happy and just ready to move on.
Yeah, well, we'll move on from that. The big thing coming up in Xfinity with the playoffs, it's the end of the era for NBC doing the Xfinity races, and CW's taking over. Do you have any thoughts on the broadcast changes?
No, it doesn't matter to me. I don't get to watch the broadcast anyway. So unless I watch it back the next week, it doesn't. I mean, as long as the broadcast is good for the fans and they can, see everything that's going on, it doesn't matter to me.
Show up and drive, right?
Oh yeah.
That's yeah. It'll be interesting to see. Hope you fans enjoy that transition. That's all I got for you, Parker Retzlaff. Good luck out there this weekend, and maybe he'll sneak into the playoffs here. For Parker Retzlaff, I'm Michael Massie. See you next time.
Steven Stump of Frontstretch.com here. Come back for more great racing videos, and if you like us, don't forget to hit that subscribe button.